Welcome back to Rodecast, guys. Hope you're doing well out there. I'm your host, Rod, as always. And in this video, we're going to be looking at another Latino majority, taco infested city going bankrupt, presumably, according to them, because of ICE raids and the fear that it's creating. So this is awesome, as always. I covered a story similar to this back about a month or two ago about a city in California. That was the same thing was happening. Their businesses were failing across the board, and it was awesome. It was a celebratory moment. And this video, the media outlet here is trying to get people to help these taco eating little bastards who have invaded our country and made white people a minority in their own land. They want us to feel sorry for these people and literally go help them. Okay, that's what the media outlet here is asking for, as you will see at the end here, and it's hilarious. That they think any real American is going to go help them. Okay, you want to make your town into little Mexico? Let's see how it turns out for you now. Okay, now that the law has come for you. You want to make us a minority? Let's see how you survive without us.
Fear of ICE raids keeping people at home and having a devastating impact on restaurants and small businesses in the Little Village neighborhood. Some eateries say that they've seen revenue plunge by up to 70%. WGN's Julian Cruz has that story.
Good evening.
I hope the revenue plummets by 100% so they can run back to Mexico. And literally, this whole neighborhood is like little Mexico. I wasn't exaggerating about that. That's literally true. That's how much the Aztecs have invaded here. We need to get them out, and this is a great way. Maybe they'll all go homeless so they can run back to Mexico.
Latest numbers painting a bleak picture for many Chicago immigrants and local restaurant owners. We have to find a way to survive, says owner David Galicio, who's seen a 60 to 70.
I hope you don't survive. You don't have to find a way, man. Just expire. That's what we want. We want you all to expire. That's what I want. Okay, that's what most of the people watching here want. You have invaded our country, my country, built by my ancestors. Okay, and you want us to feel sorry now that you're going out of business? You're a piece of garbage. You have less of a right to be in America than the stray dogs walking down the streets that you live in. You have no rights. You weren't born here. Your ancestors didn't build this country. You have no right to be here. Yet you want us to cry that your stupid businesses are failing? Your illegal infested communities are failing, and you want us to feel bad for that? Not going to happen. We feel awesome about that.
We have to find a way to survive, says owner David Galicio, who's seen a 60 to 70% drop in revenues at his Mexican restaurant on the 2900 block of West Cermak. Longtime customers too afraid of ICE immigration arrest to spend time outside, so restaurant owners trying to lure their customers back.
Of course, he has a business here, not a word of English spoken. Why bother? Okay, and he doesn't have to. This is what happens when you let too many of them in. They form their own ghettos, and they don't need to learn English at all. So they don't have to talk to any outsiders. They literally recreate their third world countries here. Okay, I'm not kidding when I say that. People think I'm exaggerating. No, I mean that literally. Okay, none of them have to speak English because they'll never run into a white person. That's how they ensure that. Okay, because there's white flight as expected, because white people don't want to live next to these third world savages. So they move out and they end up recreating their own country here. And guess what? It fails. It didn't work in Mexico. It's not going to work here if you recreate Mexico. Okay, it's a failed experiment from the get. That's why they came here in the first place, and now they recreated their failed experiment here. See what happens? This is what mass immigration does. Dummies on the left don't understand that the minorities that they love so much are the ones who are going to end up suffering in the first place. Not that I care.
We try to make them feel safe, Galicio tells us, and to make ourselves feel safe in our workplace. Many restaurants...
You're not safe anywhere. ICE is going to hunt you down like the savages you are and drag you back to your savage country, because we don't want you here. You don't belong here. You're the wrong blood. No amount of work you do, no amount of good deeds you do is going to fix the problem. Okay? You are not descended from the people who built this country. That's your problem. Same way that if I build a house, I get to decide who comes in it, not you. And random people can't break into my house. But you seem to think it's okay to break into America, a house that your ancestors did not build. Okay, this is the problem with all these dirty immigrants. They're so entitled.
Many restaurant managers locking their doors, not letting anyone in who they can't recognize, posting signs like this one to inform the public, making it clear that ICE or other federal agents are not welcome.
Yeah, that's really stupid because the ICE agents can just wait outside. And if they have a warrant, they can go into your store. Usually they don't because they can arrest people in public spaces without any warrants. ICE is not a criminal arresting agency. They're not like the FBI. They're a civil arresting agency. So they can make civil arrests in public areas without a warrant. Okay. So that's why people aren't coming, because they can still be arrested outside the stores. The ICE doesn't have to go inside the stores. They don't have to. All they have to do is wait outside for you to come out and arrest you. And that they've been doing that all over the place. And it's awesome. It's glorious.
Measures restaurants are forced to implement include cutting days and hours.
O darles menos horas.
I'm giving them fewer hours, Galicio laments, and 1 to 2 days of work so they at least have some income to take home.
We're going to see more and more empty storefronts up and down our commercial corridors if we don't get this under control.
The Illinois Restaurant Association, Sam.
No, we don't have to get weird. You're never going to get this out of control. He means stop the ICE raids. That's not going to happen, bro. And your Chamber of Commerce is going to have to suffer the consequences. This is what happens when your dumbass builds a whole society based on illegal labor from Mexico and other Latin American disgusting countries. Hey, eventually the law is going to come for your disgusting illegals, and then you're going to be left with a failing economy. You built your business on criminals. Okay, you deserve everything you're getting. Good job.
We're going to see more and more empty storefronts up and down our commercial corridors if we don't get this under control.
The Illinois Restaurant Association, Sam Toya, deeply worried about restaurants in Pilsen, Little Village, Logan Square, Belmont, Cragen, and other heavily Latino neighborhoods.
We're also hearing that
heavily terrorist neighborhoods, in other words. That's what you are if you speak Spanish. You're committing terrorism against me. That's how I consider it. And I want you out, your terrorist ass removed out of my country, my Anglo-Saxon Nordic country built by my ancestors.
A lot of team members are not coming to work, upwards to 20%, because they are just scared.
Normally bustling 26th Street near the historic Arch, sparsely populated by pedestrians even on a busy Friday afternoon. To try and counteract the situation, the Little Village Chamber of Commerce launching a new campaign to support businesses and protect the community. Now more than ever, the Chamber writes, we need our friends, corporate partners, and allies to show up for Little Village.
It is hurting.
Nobody's showing up for you. Like I said, you have built your business on the backs of illegal aliens who are not even supposed to be in this country, let alone owning businesses. Okay, stealing them away from Americans, by the way, and stealing our land, stealing houses, stealing entire neighborhoods away from our people. That's white people and black people who've always been in this country, the native people of this land. You want us to feel bad for you? I don't know about corporate partners, but regular people are not going to help you. I hope you all fail, and you are failing. They are failing, okay? Even without the ICE race, they'd be failing because they just suck overall as humans. They can't survive. They're not good at math or business. Unlike some minorities who are, they're not, okay? And nobody's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to help you. Nobody wants to get involved with you. Most of the people who would start businesses here, the corporate partners, they speak English. And most of the people in your freaking neighborhood doesn't even speak English. They can't even communicate with the corporate partners that you're asking help from, you idiot.
We need our friends, corporate partners, and allies to show up for Little Village.
It is hurting sales. It is hurting employees. It is hurting our small independent restaurants.
Community leaders urging people across the city to support neighborhoods like Pilsen and Little Village. Julian Cruz, WGN News.
Yeah, nobody's going to help you, Julian, or your compadres over there. This is awesome. Okay, I love to see it. And I hope after they all fail and run back to Mexico, that white people can move back in and take over our city. Okay, in Chicago. Yeah, no matter almost every single state at this point, except for like the New England states, are completely taken over by these disgusting taco eating little bastards. Okay, they're completely invading our country and trying to make us a minority every single day, and it's disgusting. And at least for now, ICE has halted that process, and that's the one best thing about Trump is he's actually doing something, unlike all the other failed Republicans in the history of America in the last, since 1965, since this problem started in a big way. No matter what else he fails on, Trump is at least trying to fix this problem. I mean, it's difficult. Okay, it's a very large undertaking given how much the sheer number of savages who have invaded our country, it's very hard to address this problem, but he's trying his best. Well, no matter what other failures he has, and there are many things I disagree with him on, at least on this front, he's doing the best he can. I commend him for that. And like I said in the beginning, this is awesome news. I love that this is happening. And I hope more of their, infested neighborhoods where they have taken over go bankrupt, so that they run back to the shitholes that they came from, and real Americans can take back our cities and our towns. That's my hope. Okay. All right. That's all I got to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys in my next one.